Welcome back inside SportsWorldNews.com. This is the Baseball Buzz. I'm Brett Topel. With me, as always, Rai Ortiz. Ray, how are you?
I'm very, very well today.
Excellent. This week, I think we wanted to talk about catchers.
Yes.
The position who wears the tools of ignorance, probably one of the most important positions on the field, other than maybe the pitcher, or even more important than the pitcher. Talk to me about the catchers of today.
Well, one thing we're noticing is that the great catchers that we've seen in the past are not really around anymore, outside of maybe Yadier Molina in St. Louis.
Yeah, I think catchers used to be looked upon as sluggers. They were offensive threats in every sense of the word. Guys like Piazza before him, guys like Johnny Bench and Yogi Berra, and the big time catchers throughout history. There's so many of them, and even the ones that were not. The Hall of Famers called Fisk, and there's so many. Pudge in recent years, the other Pudge, Ivan Rodriguez. But these days, catchers have been relegated to more of a defensive role.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing a lot as baseball's changing and offense is being a little de-emphasized. You're seeing highlights on defense, and also you're seeing the truly premier offensive catchers like Joe Mauer or Carlos Santana, and even Buster Posey a little bit in San Francisco being moved around the diamond to keep them fresh.
Yeah, I think, whereas being a catcher used to be a real badge of honor, I think now the injuries are just, I think they're trying to curb the injuries a little bit with the new rules, the crazy rules that can't block the plate. But just, getting hit in the head with a backswing, in the case of, Mauer had concussion issues.
Yes.
And I think these guys who are getting paid $10, $15, $20 million a year, they don't feel they can keep them behind the plate because the danger is just too there.
And they also feel like you can get more at-bats out of these guys without the crouching, the stress on the knees. They're really important players, and if you're that good of a hitter, they want you on other spots, and if you're a great defensive catcher, then they'll leave you back there, and that's what they'll look for, and not target the bat so much.
Yeah, I mean, I think a guy like Brian McCann, who was both a great two-way catcher for so many years with Atlanta, even now he's starting to slow down a little bit. The miles tend to really add up on a catcher much quicker than any other position.
Yeah, you're seeing him play a little first as well, but I think it might be a little too late for him.
I think it might be a little too late for him. What's your takeaway this week?
This week, Yankees-Red Sox has always been the premier rivalry in baseball, and it still is, but I think we got to thank the Red Sox a little bit for being the antagonists of the league, because we're seeing their rivalry with the Tampa Bay Rays become very heated. We saw Price drill Ortiz, then drill Mike Carp, start a war, or as Ortiz called it, which he got a little heat for.
Sure. But
that's a fun one, and whenever they're on the TV together, you got to watch.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet it's quite the Yankees, Red Sox of the 70s with Bill Lee and brawls all the time and guys breaking arms and stuff. But, I think it's good to have divisional rivalries. It shows some fire.
It's fun, and the teams aren't so great, so it might as well make some anger.
Exactly. Speaking of not so great, God, you always go with the segues, Rai Ortiz. That's why you are here in the Baseball Buzz. The All-Star, my takeaway is the All-Star game voting, and not so much the fact that it's watered down. It's all computerized now, which I think makes it really easy to vote for somebody 100,000 times. But I like the old days when you had the paper ballots. You went to the stadium. In the early 1980s, my dad would take me to the Met game, and we'd get those little paper ballots, and the Mets were never on the ballot. Now every team at every position has a representative on the All-Star ballot, which is ridiculous. We look back, you and I checked out before we got here, the 1982 All-Star ballot. I think there were 12 teams in each league, we figured out at that point, 24 teams overall, and only 9 guys made it on the All-Star ballot. It was an achievement to be on the All-Star ballot. Now everybody's on the All-Star ballot, not a general everybody. Literally everybody who starts for every team is on the All-Star ballot, and it seems silly to me.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of the luster away, and it opens the door for some guys to run a viral marketing campaign and not really make it on their merit.
Right. I want to go old school. I want to take away the computerized. I want to go back, and just the people who go to the stadiums get to vote with those little
Punch the ballot.
Punch the ballot. Punch the ballot. Punch the ballot. Don't punch Rai Ortiz. We're in the Baseball Buzz. My name is Brett. That's Ray, and we will see you